Welcome to the Hot Seat Podcast presents Football Talk Live, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I'm your boy Shawn Xavier alongside the homies DaStoreytella and Master Earl. And of course, as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Hot Seat Podcast. Be sure to listen and subscribe on their YouTube channel at the Hot Seat Podcast. And, if you're on Twitch, follow us there because, we're making our way back into that space, man. It is March 10th, 2025. It's a Monday, and we are knee-deep into free agency. So for the next hour or so, we're going to be discussing all this real-time free agency stuff, what's happened so far on the first day. I believe they say this is supposed to be a legal tampering period.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. We got deals being agreed to, of course, and that happens on, I believe, the official league day, which I believe is on the 12th, trades and all. How we doing? How we feeling, guys? How we feeling? How we feeling?
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Well, I'm feeling good. I thought he was about to say something.
Nah,
man, I look forward to all this. So, even though I was working, made sure I had all my screens up, watching everything break down.
Fair.
Thank you to NFL Network. Shout out to ESPN, especially their live tracker, which saved the day. Because those of you that don't know, Twitter went down, and I'm not a big Twitter fan. Oh, X, I'm sorry. X went down, but I'm not a big fan of it. But on one day that you really need it, it's today, because everybody's following Adam Schefter.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's just going. So
yeah,
he probably gets his yearly pay between this day through Wednesday and things like that. Like it's ridiculous what be going on. So yeah, that was really my morning besides working. So shout out to my job, my job. How about you, Earl?
Oh man, Master Earl, how you feeling?
Yeah, interesting day. I ended up me and Dave got in the conversation, got in the phone call a few times a day, had some extensive conversations. And probably a little gray hairs, a little upset. But yeah, interesting day.
Fair. It's been an interesting day, guys. Interesting. Let's just jump right on into it, man. Let's talk about some of the deals or agreements that already happened. Probably the biggest one, Myles Garrett. If you guys remember, I want to say last Friday or so, a couple of Fridays ago, Myles Garrett, he penned a note and everything. Had a whole little video vlog and everything. It was like, look, man, I want to win. Just pretty much to sum it up this way. That switched up because, they backed up Cleveland. They were adamant about not trading him. They were talking about that during the scouting combine. And next thing you know, he has a 4-year deal, about $123 million guaranteed, about a $40 million yearly salary. And he's staying in Cleveland. I wouldn't say I was shocked that they gave him the money because I believe wherever he went, he was going to get the money. The fact that he chose to stay in Cleveland is what is interesting to me. What you guys say?
He wasn't getting that.
I'm actually shocked the other way around. I'm shocked, but not the way you just said it. So I'm more shocked off the fact of Cleveland messing up again on the sense of all this money. You already see what it did the first time. And I'm not saying Myles Garrett fits in that category, but it's not like you haven't had him on your team and what has equated to. What has it all equated to? So, okay, great. Yeah, let's pay him, which he's definitely deserving of it. But is it going to change what's going on with your team?
Yeah.
And that's why he wanted out in the first place. On his side of things, I'm not surprised on that. He's the richest non-QB to play in the game. Like, yeah, that changed my mind a little bit anyway. Hey, you know what? I was about to be out, but I can stick around for a few. I can figure it out. So yeah, I wasn't too surprised that he took what he took. I was more surprised that they sat back and messed up again.
Yeah,
Huge.
because I read a report today, man. That they're pretty much kicking the proverbial can down the road when it comes to Deshaun Watson's contract. And I saw something that was like, man, they're gonna be paying him until like 2030, bro. Like
Bruh.
he's going to get every bit of that 230 million, and they're just kicking it down the road, kicking it down the road, kicking it down the road. And since we're on Cleveland,
Mhm.
they still ain't got no quarterback because he's coming off of an injury. And then they brung in a quarterback. If you guys did see, I believe
Yep,
we got
saw
Kenny
that.
Pickett is on his way to Cleveland.
In exchange for Dorian Thompson.
DTR. That was the plan.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw this morning they were talking about.
Yeah.
I think they were talking about
That's the
maybe on
answer.
First Take or something. They were saying that I think Dan Orlovsky was saying something along those lines. They were like Myles Garrett, in order for him to agree to that money, had to be, no, they had to let him know, hey, this is what our plan is going to be at quarterback. Did you know? Because that can't be the plan, bro. That can't. So unless they're going to draft,
I don't think it had nothing to
But
do
even
with no
still.
plans, bro.
Fair.
I don't think it had. It had to do with wait a minute. How much you offering? Okay. Yeah, we can figure it out. How many years? Okay, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
That's how that discussion went. I don't think it went as deep as, hey, we're looking to do this, this, and this. I mean, you really don't have to have that discussion. You got the number 2 pick. You could do what you want.
Yeah.
You can get one of these prime quarterbacks. You can go out and get Travis Hunter. You can get Abdul Carter. You can trade down a little bit and let other people jump up for the quarterbacks. There's so many things you could do there. But once again, you're hampered by your cap.
Yeah.
Between 2 players.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like
it's ridiculous.
I feel like they are creating their own Bobby Bonilla Day. I feel like at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they're gonna be paying these cats for a long, long time. A long time.
I think my thing with him is, me and Dave talked about it. I'm actually shocked that he looked like a liar. Like, I thought you wanted to win, so clearly it wasn't about winning. Clearly you wanted to get paid.
Here's the money, bro.
Yeah. And then the owner said, the owner looked like the winner, because he was like, I'm not responding. I'm not taking no meetings with you. But you know what? No worries. This is what we'll do. Watch this. Give him 40 million a year.
That's it.
Yes.
Oh, man. You know what? Hold on. Stop the taping. Stop the taping. Hold on. Let's give it up to the Super Bowl champion fan over here. You see who's in the comments here.
I see you, G-Fish.
Shout out to G-Fish. All hate to the side, man. Congrats to you, bro. Congrats to you. You know. How our GM and coach ain't fired after that? I have no clue. But shout out to you, G-Fish. Shout out to you, brother. I'm happy for Saquon.
We all
they out there. They did their thing
to figure out about y'all finances, because I swear,
bruh, that's a 30 for 30.
Yeah.
And they're not going to shoot it right now because they don't want you to know. That's going to be a 30 for 30, like 15 to 20 years down the road. How did the Eagles put these teams together the last, easily the last 4 or 5 years?
Crazy. The money's crazy. The way, I mean, they have like the best capologist there is, bar none. Bar none. As simple as that. So we were talking, from Myles Garrett and getting one of the highest non-quarterback contracts to a quarterback getting the deal that he kind of earned. Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen they ripped up his previous contract, because I believe he still had like 4 years on that contract. They ripped that shit up and was like,
yeah, let's not even worry about that.
And gave him $250 million guaranteed. And I don't want to get too far into the weeds about who deserved the money. I'm just, point out the big contracts that was there. And he got an MVP deal for sure. And that pressure is now really, really on, because now you got to win a chip. If you thought the pressure was on the likes of Lamar Jackson when he got his deal with Baltimore, it's really going to be on Josh Allen now to come through, to get Buffalo over the hump and see if he can.
Yeah, but this is also a lesson of the same way the Chiefs did it. When you see something that is it,
Yeah.
You go and you lock it down.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And that's what more people need to do. That position is so hard to get it right.
Right.
And when you feel you got it right, don't wait to the end. Don't overpay in this sense. People may think that this is overpaying. People ain't saying that now about Patrick Mahomes' contract.
Right.
When you break it down.
Which ain't really
and when
what
you're
we
dealing
thought
with
it
somebody
was.
like Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
he's the person to go, okay, who you looking to sign? Okay, we can restructure.
Yeah.
Oh, who you looking to bring? Okay, yeah, we can restructure. Because he has that control over it now.
Yeah.
So instead of Mr. Watson. Go ahead, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with it. It's not really much to say on this, man. We knew that some type of deal was coming for him after his performance last season. And he was just, even though he wasn't technically next man up, because again, he had several years left on that contract, looking at how he performed and he got the MVP caliber year. That's what happened, man, in that case. But there was a move that was made that kind of threw me off, considering what happened right after that. So let's start to part one of it. See what I did there. Geno is out of Seattle. Geno Smith got traded from the Seattle Seahawks and moved out to Las Vegas. They have a fantastic stadium, I must say. And it helps. Well, what it does is the Raiders won't be going up for one of the quarterbacks, like a lot of us thought at the beginning of this. So Geno's in there for a third, and the Seahawks got rid of him. And it's interesting because Pete Carroll is now in Las Vegas. He was the one who actually took that chance on Geno for the most part. And this is what you get out of it. What would you guys take when you saw this move?
Hey, I'm just gonna keep on throwing in like updates.
Yeah, as we look
Cowboys
up,
just
real time, guys.
Gotcha. Cowboys just reached an agreement on a 1-year deal with the running back from the Broncos, Javonte Williams.
I like it.
1 year.
I like it. Somebody, okay, 1 year deal.
You were talking about. I'm sorry,
Geno from
So
Seahawks to the Raiders.
I got this wrong, but I got it right at the same time. Before going into free agency, I said I felt, especially with Pete Carroll being there, with the Raiders, I said, you know what? He's about to pull in some of his old heads. But I thought that old head would be Russ. That's where I thought he was going. No, they are the LA Seahawks. That joint. Because he pulled in Geno. Don't be surprised if Tyler Lockett doesn't land there.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he doesn't land with the Raiders. You see where DK went. But
we'll talk about that.
But yeah, don't be surprised in that sense, because for all the different things that people want to say about Pete Carroll and that horrible decision in the Super Bowl, which should have been their championship, that's a good ass coach.
Yeah,
that's a good ass coach. He knows how to win. He knows how to put his people in the position to win, and he's gonna get them right, I think, pretty quickly.
Why are you shocked though by this? I mean, Pete Carroll's over there. By Geno going over there, like Pete Carroll's over there.
No, I didn't say I was shocked.
No, Shawn said.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was shocked that they moved Geno from Seattle. Well, I'm not shocked from that part. I'm shocked about what they did on this. So let's talk about the other side of this.
That new boy over there, he ain't got no honor to him.
Yeah, I'm the other side of this. We going from there, and they came back and they brought in Sam Darnold. And as you can see, Sam Darnold, different day. So they get him out there on a 3-year deal. And y'all know that Spider-Man meme. You know the meme I'm talking about, Dave. Earl may know it. I don't know. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, that's the meme right there. And why do I say that? Because I feel like they got rid of one and got back the same. If you're one of the nerds, go look at last year's stats for Sam Darnold and Geno.
Get out there.
They're practically the same last year. They're practically the same. So you traded 1 for 1. You got rid of DK, so DK's gone. Tyler Lockett's gone. I'm assuming there's going to be some moves at receiver, because if you saw, Sam Darnold did what he did because he had probably arguably the best triplets in the league last season, maybe. And
But
now
this is
he
what I
ain't
was
got that.
saying, everyone. It's not the down Sam Darnold, because
Right,
I
right.
actually thought he was okay when he first got drafted.
Yeah,
He just fell in a very bad situation with the Jets.
fair.
But with that being said, he's also, to me, a situational quarterback. You got to surround him with some things. He's not going to be the game changer to me.
Right.
So I go off of what you just said. Minnesota's loaded. And then throughout being loaded, they got great coaching, specifically for that quarterback position. Before that, where was Sam Darnold? I believe he was with the 49ers, if I'm correct. And wasn't he with the 49ers?
Yep.
And
I think
once
49,
again,
there's somewhere he stopped in for some coffee with the Panthers at one point.
okay. But once again, the team loaded, great offensive minded coaching, definitely coach up and whisper in the ear of a QB.
Yeah.
You can't just be thrown into any situation and think you're going to shine like those situations there. And that's the thing. He had a great year, even with the fall off towards the end. He had a great year, but you can't just, hey, let me throw you in here, and here's a young receiver and figure it out.
Right.
Like that's not it. That's not it. Now, if they would have thrown him in that situation and DK was still there, and certain pieces like that, then I understand. You could try to play that game, get younger with him over Geno and things like that, and roll your dice. But even on his agent side of things, for Sam Darnold, I think they missed his value. And I was telling Earl this earlier. So it's gonna average out to be what, about $33 million a year, right?
Yeah.
It's $100 million for 3 years.
Yeah.
I
think he's paid 37 in that first year or something like that, or something along those lines.
I mean, Daniel Jones got 40. I mean,
True.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting back like ain't no way in the world.
Stop bringing him up, please.
Look, and no, but this the reason why I bring him up. He was in your locker room. You're coming from Minnesota where he was at.
Yeah.
This man was getting 40 million and you saw him and it was like, he ain't me. He definitely ain't me. So how am I getting paid less than what he got paid? You got to cash in. Maybe you need to call up Kirk Cousins' agent.
Either
maybe
him or you call up Myles Garrett's agent, because
somebody
paid, like for real.
Somebody, you need to call somebody, because I think while you may have felt like you made the right decision on where you were going, I think you got gypped money side. So
I think they're holding those last two games did him in. That end of the season game and then that playoff game, it cost him so much. Like he was on the verge of breaking the bank, probably in Minnesota. I think if that had went a different way and they did a deep playoff run, they may have re-signed him back. Either that or did something to where, because you can't let that walk out. Let's say they end up in the NFC Championship game.
I think they're just
Eagles.
ready for JJ.
That too. But what do you do if he gets you all the way to the NFC Championship game and he's
there
with the Eagles and he let's say he plays well, but he just can't overcome, that talented Eagles squad. You got a decision to make then. Like, what do you do? Like, do you franchise him at that point and then hope to trade him? So Minnesota had kind of like a get out of jail free card, kind of, because he just pretty much
Minnesota was actually in the best situation because they had 5 quarterbacks on their roster, right?
True.
Two that really mattered.
Yeah.
They knew that Sam Darnold was gonna warrant some bread because of just his play,
Yeah.
in the offseason. So it was like, you know what? I can take the ladder. I got a young quarterback who got injured, and then I got another veteran cornerback that he could fight for this team. He got weapons. He got a line. So they was in a good situation.
I'm with you. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Those are some of the biggest moves that have happened so far. right now some of the top free agents available right now. And this is according to NFL.com. Still got Amari Cooper out there, wide receiver, Byron Murphy, cornerback, Dre Greenlaw from San Fran, Javon Holland, and Dave's Will Freeze is still out there. Last time I saw, not being signed yet. Those 5 that you see right there, anybody? Well, I know you guys are going lean into, you know, Will Freeze probably.
I mean, I'll take Dave loves Will Freeze or Fries, whatever his name is.
Right.
I'll take him. I'll take Holland. There's going to be more wide receivers that become available. Like I actually take Tyler Lockett over Amari Cooper.
You didn't see that? Are you talking about for the Giants?
Yeah.
You didn't see the latest for the Giants? Hey, you don't have a drink with you? You don't have a drink with you? Okay, let me scroll up on. Let me just scroll up on real quick.
Will this be a good time for a tag me in? Will this be a good time for a
tag me in? Tag me in.
Let's go.
The New York Giants are making major moves out here today, and that major move is that they re-signed their star wide receiver Darius Slayton, re-signing him to a 3-year, $36 million deal. I'm sorry, Earl. I thought you already saw that. How do you feel, sir? Tag me in. You know what? Tag him in. Come on, Earl. Earl? Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, man. I didn't even know this. He said it. I was confused when he said it.
We are an organization that is committed on losing.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I saw that when we first started.
Okay, I try to be optimistic. Sounds of blackness over here. I guess I understand why.
Do you?
Young? No, I'm talking business wise.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm not happy with it, but I guess but I'm not terribly upset. I guess it's more so, that was going to be the most equitable for a long time. What I will be interested in is that, all right, cool. If you're saying you got Slayton and you got Neighbors, this will make sense if you bring in one veteran. You bring in one veteran for the low.
Keenan Allen,
Amari Cooper. Now I don't care which one of these old guys. You bring in one of them for the low, I'm okay.
You took that a lot better than I thought you were gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I think it was bullshit. What the kids say? What's the mean? Bullshit. Bullshit. That's what I think. He's being nice. I think it's bullshit. Slayton is cool. He's good. But I don't want to run this back again. I don't. There has to be a change. There's so many wide receivers out here that you could just figure it out with. We know what Slayton can do. We do. And I think, like I said, I think he's a good receiver. But the better the receiver gets on that side, how much easier do you think it'll make it for Neighbors? So figure that out.
Yeah.
If you get the right quarterback in there, let's say even through the draft, whether it's Cam or Shador, if you have two lethal weapons on each side, come on, man. But no, they Slayton 3 years.
Let's
$36
get
million.
into some sneaky good moves, man. There's been a lot of moves made. Let's get into
that
some
ain't
sneaky
it.
good moves.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Hope y'all got one.
Look at this guy. Look at this
right?
producer
I
here.
took time on this one. Hey, man, I waffled back and forth about moves, and I didn't want to be a homer. So I was looking at through teams who made some moves, and a team that I thought has made some sneakily good moves. They haven't really.
Let's see if you're gonna pick it.
I got the Patriots, man. The Patriots.
They got some. Yeah.
The Patriots. So
I'm waiting. Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
They bring in Milton Williams, 4-year deal at defensive line. They bring back Chris Tonga, They bring Morgan Moses in as well. They really are solidifying the trenches, and that's my sneaky good move so far today. Has been the trenches for the Patriots. Of course, they got Mike Vrabel, and if you really look at it, he's trying to
That's what he do.
rebuild what
That's what he do.
they did in Tennessee. Only this time, he has a far much better quarterback this go around. So, and something we always talk about, he's building, that defense was pretty solid with Christian Gonzalez and those guys as well. He's also brought in Robert Spillane. They got Carlton Davis out there on a 3-year deal. They brought back Austin Hooper, Mac Hollins on a 2-year deal. They're bringing Joshua Dobbs as a backup. They are building their team they know they got to win their division. Will they? I don't know. But who are they competing against? Not Miami. They're competing against Buffalo. So they're building a team that could potentially handle that man-child that is Josh Allen. I like what they've done. And it hasn't been splashy. But I think they did, really sneakily good move, man.
I think one.
Hold on. Don't do it. This is what I need you to do because I already know his answer. Mm-hmm. Type this in for me for the sneaky good moves.
For who? For you or for Earl?
No, this is for both of us. We got the same one. Oh, gotcha. I already know what he's going to say.
Okay.
You ready? Yeah. Title it, Protect Your Investment.
Gotcha.
And then put the Bears. Go ahead, Earl.
Yes, that's the other one.
Go ahead, Earl.
So, yeah, the Bears are one. But I'm surprised you didn't start off with this. I will say that the Washington Commanders.
No, he said he didn't want to be a homer. I don't know if you heard him say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the Washington Commanders were sneaky good. And me and Dave talked about this the other day. Shout out to ownership. Everywhere Magic Johnson goes, he's a winner. If there's a Hall of Fame for owners, he should be in it in multiple sports. The Commanders organization did a 360, a 180.
I hope they didn't do a 360.
No, they did a 180. And step by step, they're adding pieces that they need. So now I can say, you know what? They have closed the gap tremendously. And it wasn't that far off. Only thing I still think that they need is some edge rushers. But they strengthened up that line. They gave Daniels more weapons.
Keep that up there.
And a couple more things, but they moving in the right direction. And I hope Joe and all of them start seeing and paying attention of what our competitors in the NFC East is doing. We are looking like the laughing stocks right now.
Well, Earl just actually went with the Commanders, so I'll pick the Bears on this one. On a sneaky good move on what you have on the screen right now. Yeah. Protect your investment. Whether you feel like Caleb Williams is going to be something in the NFL or not, you're not going to find out either way until you protect your investment. Yeah. What did they just do in the first couple minutes of the free agency? They went out and got Drew Dalman, center. Mm-hmm. All right. Paid him 3 years, $42 million, $28 million guaranteed. They also went out and got, now this is on the defensive side, Adeyingbo, the defensive end. 3 years, $48 million, $32 million guaranteed. Oh, by the way, they went out and got somebody that I saw pop up in free agency because he was released. And just as fast as he was released, he got picked up, which means that was a conversation before the conversation. And I wanted him. Grady Jarrett, defensive tackle. Uh-huh. They got him on 3 years, $43.5 million, $28.5 guaranteed. Oh, we're not done. Oh, let's do a trade. Yeah, this ain't on the market, but we're going to make it on the market. Let's go get an all-pro guard, Joe Thuney, from the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go do that. Oh, wait a minute. We're not done. I don't like the guard on the other side either. Let me go get Jonah Jackson, guard from the Los Angeles Rams.
Yep.
Bro, they just strengthened their line.
The interior.
Their defensive line and said, we ain't done. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Wink, wink. That's how you do
it. We're not talking about Martindale. We're not talking about Martindale.
Yeah, definitely not. I see you. That was quick. That was you on your game today.
I've been on it today, man. I've been on it today, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
been a lot of moves that have been made today, to say the least, that are interesting. I gotta ask you guys about this. Justin Fields to the Jets. Should we be
I like
praying for that young man? Okay, you like it for him?
No.
Okay,
I like it.
Okay, fair.
I'm gonna. Can I answer quickly on this, Earl? You know where I'm gonna go on it. So I like it for a couple of reasons. The Steelers messed up, and if y'all remember correctly, over a year ago, I'll tell you exactly how they messed up. I told y'all when they picked up Justin Fields, I said, why not pick up his fifth-year option? Why not? Just because his fifth-year option, if I remember correctly, was going to be about $20 million. Guess what? He just got paid to go to the Jets. $20 million. Now, I know a lot of people are going, oh, I mean, $20 million is still a lot. Not in the quarterback world, it's not. Nope. Daniel Jones got $40 million. You could have had Justin Fields, whether you used him as a backup or whatever you wanted to do with him, for $20 million, and you just figure it out. You knew Russell Wilson wasn't the future, so why not sign on for Fields' fifth-year option? I don't get it. And now he's gone over to the Jets because I don't care what they say, the Steelers wanted him back, but he wanted a place that believed him, number one, and guaranteed that he was going to be playing. Yep. That's it. That's what he wanted. And he didn't feel that there, so he jumped over to the Jets for the same amount of money that you could have had him on the roster and not even had a conversation right now. Now you got to battle it out for Aaron Rodgers. Have fun. So. Yep.
Real quick,
that's my take on that.
Let's pay some bills real quick. Real quick, guys. And we're gonna do that with Instacart. All right. So it's your night to cook. And the last thing you want to do after a hard day at work is stand in a long self-checkout line for some eggs, even at $12. So that's where Instacart comes in. North America's largest online grocery marketplace. From your favorite food needs and more, Instacart will connect you with a personal shopper in your area to shop and deliver your order and stay safe with their contactless delivery with their Leave It in My Door option. So to receive a free delivery on your first order over $35, just follow the link in the show notes to let them know the Hot Seat Podcast sent you. Instacart, so you don't have to go to the store. For $12 eggs. There we go.
So breaking news real quick. Breaking news.
We got a new signing?
Von Miller out for the Broncos. Excuse me. Oh,
he is.
Did the budget go up? All right, so breaking news. Von Miller out for the Broncos. Dre Greenlaw in.
Oh, man.
And he's over there with another person he brought in from the 49ers earlier, Hufanga.
Wait, you said the Broncos?
The Broncos.
Von Miller wasn't at the Broncos.
I mean, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's who's there. Yeah, I'm thinking back on. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, Greenlaw and Hufanga. So they brought the 49ers in there on that defense.
There we go.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yes,
not bad at all.
Their defense was lacking. Their defense was definitely lacking against the Chiefs, to say the least.
Yeah, Von Miller was with the Bills, right? Last.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got. So I guess we need to.
He's going to go to the to the Eagles.
You say going to go to the 76ers?
The
Eagles. So another move that I saw that had happened, which is interesting, was the Devontae Adams signing to the Rams for 2 years. Did he just take a gap year when he went out and played with Aaron Rodgers just to come back to the West Coast? What? And is that a good move for them? What do you think? Now, I ain't talking about the money. I'm just talking about the signing for them.
It's a great move for them. They get Devontae Adams. I mean, you say what you want about him, but he's still productive. You might also want to say that it could have been potentially an upgrade in some sense. Now, Cup is nasty,
Okay.
um, but he's a taller receiver. You know, Devontae can command double teams, uh, so I don't think that if they lost Cup, they have another safety net.
Okay.
On my
I
side
see
of
the same
things,
thing. I see the same thing. Right. Good.
I think it's gonna be nasty, to be honest with you. Because for what Earl just said, you're not gonna be able to double them because you got Nakua on the other side.
Yes.
It's not gonna happen.
Right.
So it's gonna be a nasty mismatch out there all day. But the other thing is, remember, going into this off season, the talk was about Stafford.
Right.
And the Giants went strong at Stafford, and the Raiders went strong at Stafford. But he eventually ended back with the Rams. He just wanted to see if they loved him, basically, in that sense. So they paid him like they loved him. But if he would have been out of there, I guarantee you, because Devontae Adams wanted to go back home. He wanted to go back out to the West. That Aaron Rodgers was coming over there.
Yeah.
It would have been a hole. Aaron Rodgers would have came on over there. It would have been Devontae Adams. It would have been Nakua and all them out there. I can almost guarantee that. But once the Stafford deal went down, Devontae was like, well, I'm still looking to go.
I'm not staying here anymore.
You know what I mean? Whether it's with the Rams or whether it's with the Chargers or whether it was the Raiders. Like, I'm going, well, you ain't going back to the Raiders, but it was like, I'm going back out that joint. So
Yeah. Yeah. With all the quarterback movement so far, and let's go ahead and start taking a look at these picks, because there's no first round picks have not been traded at all. So we still see Tennessee has their number one overall pick, followed by the Browns, and then you guys at number three. So somewhere in that top three, it begs to be argued that at least one quarterback is going to be picked. Um,
one will.
maybe at two, maybe at three. What do you guys think?
I think the number one spot will command a quarterback, whether that's coming from the Titans or whether that's coming from a trade.
Okay.
I think it will be a quarterback, and I think that quarterback is going to be Cam Ward.
Okay.
The tricky part is after that. That's what I think.
I
Don't really know what the Browns are going to do, but now that they brought in Kenny Pickett,
yeah, I don't think that they're going quarterback. I think they're actually going to take Travis.
Who?
You want Tennessee?
The Browns.
Oh, you want?
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
So I think Cam is going to go to the Titans. I think Shador is coming to the Giants, and Travis. I'm out of order, but Travis is going to go to the Browns.
All right. So I hate to burst your bubble. I don't think. I don't think Shador is coming to New York. Um, I feel like one of these quarterbacks. I don't just call it a hunch. One of these free agent quarterbacks, whether it's the likes of your Kirk Cousin type, hell, your Aaron Rodgers type, something like that, is going to end up making their way into New York.
No, I believe that.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee.
That's going to happen, but we still going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
And you be honest, I don't think Tennessee is going to pick a quarterback at all, and I don't think they're going to trade the pick. I think they're going to go on. Either they're going to go with a Travis type, or they're going with like Abdul for some reason like that.
But that's going to be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why is they know that the Giants would love to be able to control who they pick.
Yeah.
And they could trade back to 3 and get whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever's going to be there, whether it's Abdul Carter, whether it's Travis Hunter, whatever it is.
Yeah, because I think because right now, for everything I've seen, this is just a lot of conversation by it, is Cam Ward is the only surefire one that you see going that high. Now, if he's there, if it's some reason that it may be some teams that drop back if they see that Shador pass. I don't think Shador is going to go at 3 though. I don't think between those guys, between Cam, Abdul, and Travis, I think that's going to be your top 3 in this case. in whatever order. I think if anything, the team that ends up picking up, believe it or not, um, I can see Travis coming to the Giants.
The only way Travis comes to the Giants is if 1 and 2 is Cam and Shador. Other than that, I guarantee you we will have one of those two.
Okay.
And if they get any indication that the Titans are going to take a quarterback, they're gonna move mountains to try to see if they can get and trade up.
It's gonna be interesting. So
Bosa is still out there, Malik.
yeah, he is still out there. He really is still out there. Which that was an interesting move itself. Um, that being said, we're a little less than we're less than 2 months away from the NFL draft, April 24th. Right now, if you're looking at less than 2 months, like 40 something days in this case, which is gonna be a fun time. Of course, you guys can join us here live on YouTube, streaming also on Twitch and Facebook for the 2025 NFL Draft Watchcast. In this promo.
Not so breaking news.
So what? What?
That was a little bot.
Yeah, you got
So
demote the producer.
our
We got
draft
another-
watchcast is not so breaking news.
Yeah, it all threw me off. Like for a minute, like the buttons got all mixed up for a second there. it got all messed up for a minute. I was doing so well today too. In this case, man. The Bengals.
What the fuck are they doing, man?
I don't know what's going on with none of the Ohio teams. So you guys saw that they gave Trey Hendrickson permission to seek a trade or whatever the case may be. They tagged T. Higgins for the second time. So now he's going to be playing on a pretty much 1-year deal unless they can get a trade for him, which is 2 first rounders. If I'm certain that's still how it goes for franchising. And they still got to pay Jamar Chase, who's about to break the bank for sure. Not a dollar, not a penny less. Now they have, to their credit, they have made some moves, but it's not as the one that you think that's going to help them. So, do we take the Bengals serious at all?
You ready?
Yeah, what you got?
The Bengals are the AFC Dallas Cowboys. Let me tell you why. When you have a team together like they do, and certain players that are there, pay them. Why do you got to wait to the end of a contract for Jamar Chase? Why do you have to wait on people like a T. Higgins? Why do you have to have conversations around a Hendrickson who just led the league in sacks? Pay them early so you don't fall into a situation like Dallas where you had to overpay for Dak now.
Yeah.
Where you had to shell out all this money for CD. Where you had to sit back and now Micah Parsons is tweeting about the fact of, oh, did you see that Myles Garrett contract? Because now he knows what he's going to demand. Oh, go ahead and wait, Dallas. Go ahead. That's what they're doing over here. That's what they're doing. You don't have to tell me anything about no Jamar Chase. Sign him. You get what I mean? But they've always been known to be stingy with their money.
Yeah, very much so.
So
Very much so.
it's tough, man.
So far they've added. They brung back Mike Gesicki. He resigned on a 3-year deal. Tanner Hudson, another tight end. Cody Ford, he resigned on a 2-year deal. BJ Hill returned on a 3-year deal. TJ Slayton, no. Is that what I'm looking for? No. When you relate, no relation. There you go. He's back on a 2-year deal. Defensive lineman. Oren Burks, linebacker, and their long snapper. Kyle Odomatis. Samaje Perine is back. And again, I already told you about the T. Higgins.
Yeah, but you
aspect
got to
of it.
change around the whole defense. That was the problem. Had nothing to do with the offense.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even though
It was the defense.
Trey Hendrickson, he led the league in sacks, but that was it's not it's almost like and it's not to, not to down him, but it's almost like empty calories. Like for his career, that's great. But those sacks didn't turn into wins for the team. You look how many games that they lost because the defense literally lost the game.
And if you didn't want to pay him, you could have flipped that into so much else, especially the year he coming off of.
Right. So now you're, of course, they're a team that are built on the pass, literally passing. But now not knowing what you're going to do next is insane to me. I don't get it. And then two, the O-line, pretty solid. But again, it's almost like their window seemed like it would open and close pretty fast because are they contenders? If they got at least a top 20.
Not with that same defense.
Right. So it's that aspect. So
who was this?
Ohio teams got me.
Cincinnati Bengals.
We got the Bengals. So let's stay with those North teams. Let's stay with these North teams. The Steelers. Okay. So Justin Fields is gone. Russell Wilson, I'm assuming, probably ain't gonna come back. So what are we doing? You didn't get Sam Darnold. Yeah. What are you doing at quarterback? Are you bringing in Aaron Rodgers? Are you holding out and you gonna make a deal for Kirk Cousins? Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing there, guys? Because we talked about this in last season that they're too good to tank, so they're not going to get a top flight.
The
quarterback.
Steelers.
Yeah. So what are we doing?
So what I was saying, I was telling Dave, I was like, I don't think it makes sense for them to get somebody like Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need somebody that is like younger. Because like at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is only a short term
stopgap.
Yeah, it's a short term. And then two, you can't even bank that he gonna be good the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like he liable to get hurt. So at that point, then what do you do? So like personally, I'm just like, they need to be thinking about a backup plan. Now can they draft somebody? Can they get like a Milrose or somebody? Yeah, but he ain't the answer either. I feel like if you're gonna get a Melrose, you should have just kept Fields. So.
And ain't that the same thing they did with Kenny Pickett? Like they drafted Kenny Pickett, he didn't work out, and now here's the thing: you got two receivers that could be a problem if they aren't getting the ball, in DK and in
will be a problem.
Yeah, and George Pickens. You're gonna need. You said a young person. That's so much pressure for a young quarterback to come in when you got DK Metcalf and George Pickens in your ear. Now, if they get a solid quarterback who can handle that, now you're throwing to those two receivers, and they got Pat Freiermuth. But I don't see what – I mean, they got the receiver, but, again, DK ain't no – he's a really, really good receiver, but he's not A.J. Brown in Philly. He's not Devontae Adams. He's not Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. So you would probably consider him in like that lower teens receiver. What are you going to do? Like, I don't know what their option is. I can see them just taking one of these veterans out there, but you're picking between Jameis, Aaron Rodgers once he gets released next week, Kirk Cousins, y'all old boy, Daniel Jones. After that, who's the other quarterback?
That's not a bad look.
So that's what you're looking at right now.
What's not a bad look?
Team that
Daniel Jones
for the Steelers?
Okay. I don't know what's in that bottle that he got going on right now. So
I was
either way,
I thought they had put something in the chat.
yeah, I don't know what the hell. That must be some blue juice. But
Oh man.
but yeah, I mean, this has always been their problem. It's always been the quarterback position, right?
Yeah.
They've been getting other things right, but since Ben, it's been
they
that
had
QB
nothing but
position.
stopgap quarterbacks. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Since we're talking about moves, let's get into another tag me. So, what is happening with the Houston Texans? We just, okay, yes, Laramie Tunsil is headed to Washington. I'm happy. We got a left tackle.
I know you are.
We're gonna kick Brandon Coleman probably to the inside, become guard. Great. Did y'all not see what was happening last year in Houston to CJ Stroud? So they just gonna stop protect. Now this draft does have a lot of solid linemen and such, but so far they brought in Braxton Berrios on a 1-year deal. Canes, gotta love him. Christian Kirk, which I thought he was retiring, but he got traded to them. They got Justin Watson, Sheldon Rankins, Derek Barnett, Darrell Taylor, and then Tremont Smith. Ain't no O lineman on that whole. Now again, this is just the first day of free agency, but
that lets you know that their first round pick is going to go to an O lineman.
Yeah, but they need more than one O lineman though.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like they need more than. I mean, and it looks like they said that Tank Dell may not even play this season. Remember that injury that he took?
I mean, he had so many different fractures in different places, so I don't see it. You're lucky if he plays. Period. Yeah. He's looking to come back. Period.
Right.
Don't put a time to it.
Right. So the defense was solid. So they've added some edge rushing and such on there. They kind of added a little bit on the line, but the offense, Christian Kirk, Braxton Berrios. Now he's going to get you, that slot receiver is going to get you those yards there. He can get you something in return. But was that window ever open for them, or we just they are in the NFC South. They're competing against the Titans, the Colts, and the Jags. That's not ain't nothing really, crazy about that. I mean, the Tennessee gonna be a little bit better, but what y'all got? No.
As far as them, I know a lot of people say that CJ went through his sophomore slump. I don't know if you could grade it that way when everybody was gone, like injured. Yeah. One person came back, the next person was injured. Another person came back, the next person was injured. Yeah. And the line, now taking away his best lineman, I mean, that doesn't make it any better. So I don't put this so much on anything changing in the way because I still believe in the coach. I still believe in the quarterback. They still have weapons that are out there, minus Tank Dell. I don't know. They definitely have to make moves to change some things up. Yeah. I will say that. But oh wow, another bust. You do realize, Jay, that you have Tua, right? I just want to make sure that you can comment on that. Like, if you call it CJ Stroud a bust, would you consider? Let's see. Would you consider Tua a bust? That's a good question. I want to see that answer. So we'll kind of see. We'll see. That's more of a wait and see project down there with them. But remember, when they had that real good year, nobody was expecting it. Now you're expecting all this stuff from them.
Wait, she said CJ Stroud was a bust?
I think that's what he's saying.
Okay, no. CJ Stroud is
no. Oh, no, Jay. Jay, come on.
Wait, I'm sorry. No. Jay. No. Who top three?
Jay, I know you ain't saying Tua.
Not Tua.
It's top three. Without that.
Jay, we're gonna have to meet you for a minute. Jay. You got to set time out for a good 2 minutes, bro.
We are not doing this, Jay.
I'm
this is a Monday.
With this. He had his number wrong a little bit. Actually, Tua is top 6 when it comes to average salary. That's what he really means. That's what he's talking about.
That's what.
So let's go right into that. So the conversation a lot has been about the contracts has been handing out and stuff that's going on. But and one speaker over here, we're going to talk about something that Dave put me on to. But let's talk about some of these quarterbacks that we have out there that are cashing out, and then you look at where their teams are. Now, I get it. It's not an individual sport, but we also know how heavily weighted the quarterback position is. Coming in at number one with the average salary of $60 million would be none other than the Cowboy himself, Dak Prescott. And that is still the highest, even though Josh Allen just got that crazy deal with $230 million guaranteed, and Josh Allen is second with $55 million. And he was just he's been in several AFC Championship games. Let's point that out. Behind that is Joe Burrow, who's been to a Super Bowl, and he's coming in at $55 million average a year. Then
I'll pay that money for Joe.
Is Trevor Lawrence. He had that one comeback when they were down, 27-0 or something like that against the Chargers, and I ain't seen him since. That sunshine had set a while ago. Just saying.
Ain't no sunshine.
Right after that,
When he's
the jury's
gone.
still out on Jordan Love. $55 million average salary right now. Jury's out. But he's jury's out. We'll say that. But right behind him is Jay's guy, Tua. Tua is at $53 million average salary down in Miami, and they can't beat nobody when it is colder than 65 degrees.
Got that right.
That is rough. That is rough. And again, it is not an individual. Sorry, Jay. It's not an individual sport, but hey.
You gotta get that home field advantage.
You got to. Jared Goff in at $53 million. Justin Herbert at $52. Lamar Jackson at $52. Jalen Hurts at $51. And
so Tua. So what they saying is Tua is better than Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, or Justin Herbert.
Jared Goff, who was just in the Super Bowl twice, I believe.
Like, that's what we saying.
But
Jay will say that Tua is better than Lamar Jackson, right? Right, Jay? I know he's gonna say it.
That's crazy.
The guy who's holding it down though, he ain't played that much. Is the man himself, Deshaun Watson, $46 million average salary. We talked about that earlier. And Patrick Mahomes, remember that big deal he signed? $45 million average salary. And right behind
Put
him,
that up. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And right behind him is the Hall of Famer himself, Kirk Cousins, coming in tied for 13th for Patrick Mahomes at an average salary of $45 million per year. This is all according
he's
to
the GOAT. Get the Hall of Fame. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Really is the GOAT. I was pointing it out, man, because I was I try not to read comments on different posts and stuff like that. But you see some of this stuff, and folks, they be like, well, why did such and such sign him? We paid him so much. Go look at some of the guys who are being paid that really aren't performing on teams. I was looking at the defensive lineman that Washington had signed from.
You mean like
Jets.
Kenny Galladay, wasn't it?
Keelan or something like that. And a lot of people was in an uproar because they was like, we should have kept John Allen. Well, first of all, Deron Payne is making like somewhere over $20 million, and he ain't played well since that contract year, and Jonathan Allen being on that. So it's some of this money, people, they're going to move around. A lot of stuff is front loaded. So some of these 3-year deals that you see, or 4-year deals, is more like a 2-year deal. The first 2 years are guaranteed, and then after that, they're out of it. Which those are the good contracts, I believe. It's not the ones that they've handed out down in New Orleans. You got any of that information for us, Dave? You got any of that information for us?
They said Jay and can you pause him for a minute? Just give him a time for a quick second, man, because he's wilding right now.
What are you talking about?
Read the comment. Put that last comment.
You ain't on the comments.
Read that last comment he put up there.
It pop up on my screen. Oh, God.
Oh,
He don't know no better. He's at this point. I'm about to kick him out of the chat in a minute.
Nah, Jay and Daniels is
He's
another
about to
bus.
get banned from the chat forever.
Oh my God.
Oh man. But yeah, so we joke about how Philly always has this money. to sign folks. And they know how to manipulate their cap, and they always got money.
Yep.
Meanwhile, there are teams out here who ain't got no money. Literally ain't got no money. What you got, Dave? Let's talk about this Saints thing. If you got the information pulled up, bro. And
Hold on, let me. I want to get it exact because I know they made a couple moves.
Ain't
here.
they in the hole?
Man,
Oh, they definitely in the hole.
Man,
hold on.
Listen, their overdraft is crazy.
Who?
Like they must
I'm
have
trying
a
to think
Wells
who
Fargo bank account or something.
Who
That
killed
like,
their? Who put them in that?
Hold
they
on.
did, man. For players,
Nah, but I'm like, what players though?
oh, man, the list. Like Dave gonna pull it up. We were having this conversation about it, and I'm like, wait, because he asked me, and I was like, I'm thinking of teams that really ain't good, and they never came to mention. I'm thinking about teams like, well, maybe Jacksonville is the one who's like in a hole, or maybe it's a Colts or something.
Okay.
No.
They made a couple moves.
Oh, okay.
They restructured Carr, right?
So remember,
They did.
I'm gonna say what it was before these last couple moves. Yeah. So before that though, they were about a good 30+ million in the hole.
Negative.
In the hole. Now they're still in the hole, but now after the restructure, they're about 12 million in the hole. Now you ask, who are they paying? So let me kind of go down this real quick.
No, he still said in the hole after they restructured some contracts.
Shoot. Oh yeah, definitely in there. Let me see cash total. I'm not seeing their whole breakdown of who it is. All I'm seeing is like cap hits.
Oh man.
So I see the top 2 cap hits is Derek Carr and Cameron Jordan. Damn, Taysom Hill cap hit was 18 million. Woo.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, he did get paid. He did get paid something crazy.
Yeah. Mario Davis cap hit 12.5. Kamara's cap hit is only 10 that is shown for this year coming up. So the person I thought will be up there ain't up there.
Yeah, and when you look at the free agency, like list of teams, there's not one person signed to New Orleans.
They can't do it. They're the Dallas of last year.
Did Mike Thomas hurt them in any way?
Let me just say this. Let me just say this part. Derek.
They did Devon Godchild. They did get him. My bad.
Do you know Derek Carr's dead caps hit? Just throw out a guess. His dead cap hit
20 million.
Let's go 36 million.
20.
So you said 20. You said 36.
36.
Shawn? He just froze him. Okay. 79 million.
Is he even in the league right now? Is it like,
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
That is absolutely
crazy.
Yes. I apologize. Everything said about you.
Yeah. Fire whoever is working your numbers.
Yeah. I was not familiar with y'all game at all because there is nowhere in the hell that he should have a dead cap number of 79 million. Who is he playing for right now?
I thought you said dead cat. I said, what are we talking about right now?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't see it, man. What with the moves right now, Earl? I'm gonna give it out to you if you can pull it up real quick. Some of the moves that's been made. Has there been one team whose Super Bowl odds has jumped drastically with the move they've made?
I would say y'all's.
I'm asking officially. I ain't talking about guessing. I thought
I was
talking about pulling it up.
They don't got no numbers on that.
Yes, they do. They know as far as like their odds, whether the odds were 40, some of it's changed. I think someone. What did I see? Somebody ended up having had like their odds changed like 100 to 1 odds on. Damn, it was I forgot who it was though. I have to look. Again. It popped out.
Do they have anything on the Giants? How many wins? Because I want to say that we're probably going to get less wins than we had last year, equal to less.
Y'all only had 4 wins last year, right?
Yeah, equal to less.
Nah, I think y'all get more than that this year. Y'all get
Okay.
an easier schedule.
With Tommy
Is
DeVito
this
right now.
updated?
With Tommy DeVito.
Tommy Cutlets, man. Tommy Cutlets. Tommy Cutlets. Any new? Are we coming to the state now where we're slowing down? It's gonna be like some overnight moves. I feel like all the big things have happened.
Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit, but I'm trying to see. I don't know if this is new or not, but Jay, you got Zach Wilson coming to y'all?
Yeah, 1 year deal.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Let's see if I can change it back to my track.
Jay said, I seen Sam Darnold. Maybe it's a chance for me.
Hey, which one of y'all remember that Jimmy Garoppolo was? Still
Yeah,
in the league?
you got Zach Wilson coming, Jay.
Yeah, he got signed.
Yeah, he dead ass. He's back with
Back with the Rams.
with the Rams. I didn't know he was still playing.
Yeah, he was a backup last year.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Who?
You did Garoppolo. You disrespectful, bro.
I didn't know. I didn't know he was still in. Like I thought Christian Kirk. I thought I saw something about him.
So you can't talk about them Jets, Jay.
Yeah, not at all. Brother.
The Jets might be better than Miami this year.
Oh,
Sorry,
snap.
I said it. Sorry.
Oh, snap.
Trying to see anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to this track. It just
After you told me Slayton got signed, I
Really?
stopped watching. I don't care.
yeah, it hurts.
I knew it worked.
It hurts, buddy.
I told myself a couple years ago I need to stop wasting so much time on these daggone Giants.
Oh man. My since we ain't having the new news, I will say my initial sneaky good move. I was going to pick Debo, and the reason why is Debo 4/5 coming out of San Fran. Debo is on the last year of his contract, and this is one of those times where you have a person where it's like either they're going to ball out because they want one more contract, or this is going to be the end of their career. Which one are you getting? And I feel like Washington has probably got that, is getting that person. And if you really look, he, even though with all his the thing was been injuries with him, he hasn't really missed games. Like he be having mad injuries, but some of those injuries I feel like you know if you have a player, they be like, well, he's got this injury or that injury, but they're not injured enough to actually miss a game. He had pneumonia last year, which took him out. But I also,
well, if you don't mute yourself and hear all this,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm gonna get an ear infection messing with him.
Yeah, damn. Feel like I'm getting sick. Shoot.
He said Earl over there with a broke back line for the Giants. Why can't I quit you?
God, damn.
So we'll see how that go. I think that's going to be a good solid one for him. He's going to get the move in that Cliff Kingsbury offense, which would be interesting. Aaron Rodgers is
The move I was looking at. Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, the move I was looking at was this Charvarius Ward one because I know we were looking at him. And
Went to the coach.
Yeah, man. And I'm looking at the money and I'm like,
yeah, I think that'd have been too much. That'd have been too much.
What, 3 years on that? That's
he's getting like 60 something.
What was ours? We gave 18. Yeah, but it's 3 years. It's 3 years, and only the first year and a half is guaranteed. We gave the boy, we got 18.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I would have paid an extra 2 for Charvarius Ward. See, it's the phone call, man. Get the phone call.
He got a good $10 million for the year. He earned something.
Yeah, that's all.
I saw that was good. They get a speedster down in Jacksonville, so he can. I think they will.
There you go, Gary.
He's gonna stretch the field. I like that. So that is a good pickup. It's like a Hornet type thing. De'Ami Brown.
I was telling Dave, I was like, I wouldn't have been mad at the Giants getting him.
He can turn that into a multi-year deal. He's still young.
Nah, bro. Slating all day, baby. Slating all day.
So if he gets down there and if they can throw him the ball,
me off today.
Yeah, he can have some. He can have a good year.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna need
good
you to
old
get this energy
Jazz.
right.
Boy.
We can't have the same type of energy going into the watch cast, because that would be a long 4 hours. That's how it would be. Dude. Like
Listen.
Get your
I'm trying to pay
drinks.
for what's
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
all of it. All of it.
I'm gonna be done with Lent by then, so I guess I'll have a drink.
I got some lint in my pocket. I'm not sure that's what you
No, you
meant.
stupid.
Oh
Again, man, that's gonna be
man.
October 24th,
Mercy.
live on YouTube, man, streaming also on Twitch and Facebook. I came prepared today, guys. I came.
Yeah, he gets
prepared
struck
today.
down. I don't want no parts.
I got it, man. I feel like we've probably gotten everything we're going to get out of our free. If something happens after that. But I will say, guys, if you guys enjoyed this extended comment, and also make sure you guys go check out the Hot Seat Podcast Plus. You can actually join for as low as $3, man. You become a supporter of the show and get exclusive content like Hot Takes, the newest one that we did on episodes 1 and 2 of Daredevil Born Again.
Daredevil.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Free merch and be a future guest
Earl, what you
on
think?
the show, man. Yeah, have you watched it at all? No, he's gonna right now.
I gave up cursing for Lent, and what y'all not about to do. Y'all not about to bring me down this rabbit hole. So I'm gonna turn my mic
Oh
off.
man, you gave up cursing. Oh okay. I'm gonna buy you a Slayton jersey. Go ahead though.
Oh my god, man. Ah, gracious. Man, it's been fun. It's fun, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna take a make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Hot Seat Podcast for any new free agent signings and such. Like and subscribe on YouTube at the Hot Seat Podcast, and we're jumping back out on Twitch, man. So I'm just gonna have multiple screens up, so maybe we can monitor the chat that way. That should be fun. Anything else you got for us, Earl? Any Lent suggestions or anything? No, Dave, you got anything? No.
I'm gonna just add you to my prayers. I'm just adding to my prayers for your comment.
Man.
Oh, it's the Hot Seat, man. We out. Damn it, I can't get this thing right. It's so bad now. Let's get this going right again.
We out.